stick. You gon' have a mark from my stick, from my stick. My stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick. I don't wanna. Yeah, you want my stick. Dunk your coconut with my stick. Look at my stick. You gon' feel the wrath of my stick. Fear my stick, my stick, my stick. My stick is better than bacon. You can't touch my stick, but it's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick is my friend, born from a log. Everyone can see it's better than bacon. Why'd you get so crotchety and mean? Look at my stick. Why'd you drink that creature's milk is green? Happy sick. My stick, my stick, my stick is better than bacon. You can't use my stick, but it's just a stick. Don't you like my stick? No, it's just a stick. It's my perfect stick. My stick and me take walks every day. Past the hooligans down by the ocean. When they laugh at my stick, then they learn how my stick is much denser than bacon. Bought a little piggy and I let the little piggy run amok.
It's more important to be edgy and sexy and cool than anything else. Oh my God, you're irritated. Then I'm just being myself. I feel so defeated and sad. Nobody ever listens to me. Society is sick of where I sit, so I wrote this sick thing. The media has fictionalized my personal life. I do drink a 25, but you better not write about this. I don't even want to talk about it. You can lose a foot, you can lose a hand. Half heads in my freezer, all fans. I would go online and watch them for months and months, and I invited them over. I like to chop up. British short hair, Scottish fold, Himalayan, exotic short hair, exotic long hair, Sphinx cat, munchkin, Siamese. I'm like a serial dater, and everything's great until they leave and I'm devastated. Do not wear that outfit again. Check. But if you want to keep it clean, because I want to fit in. Sorry, you're just not terribly important to me. Did you know that when you used to debut of me, her phone number one single song? Did you know that, Christy, there are no girls with good personalities? I don't think we should see each other anymore. It never was supposed to be. Gotta return some videotapes. Have to return some videotapes. Did you know I'm utterly insane? I like to dissect girls that ate some of their brains. Gotta return some videotapes. I'm really late. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I was probably returning videotapes. Gotta return some videotapes. I guess I was probably returning videotapes.
I love it, man. Shit. It's like a little boy. I giggle every time I see titties. It's weird.
The following program is rated TV-17, containing bad language.
You got knocked the fuck out, man!
Sexual situations.
Like, you gonna take your pants off instead?
Nudity.
Sure.
And graphic depictions of nut-crunching dick kicks.
Oh, I just had to kick him the diddly again.
Parental discretion is advised.
I'm on the fucking radio.
All right, what is going on, everybody? It is Sunday night. This is the Ronin Joe Show, episode 65. I am Ronin Joe, joined here always with Sean Ahrendt, the cutest little guy, and we are off camera today. And I'll tell you exactly why that is.
Tell me why.
Oh God!
Sorry.
You know, I sent Sean this really badass emoji to use, and for some reason he can't get it going on his side. So we got Justin Timberlake, which is fine. If you guys don't know, it's old lore. So a lot of our newer watchers, newer subscribers over the last couple years, going all the way back to the days of 2020, we were called Justin Timberlake and Fred Durst. That was old lore. So I don't know if anyone's in there remembers that, but shout out to if you do. Yeah, listen, this is what it is. The air conditioner broke again. Second time in a month, right? It was like, 3 weeks ago that the air conditioner broke. This is a different thing. It was the run capacitor the first time around. Got that fixed. And now I'm pretty sure that the motor, the fan motor itself has gone out. So that's on order, and it's hot as shit in this house, even in the basement down here. So I'm again streaming basically naked And I'm not going to come on stream for you guys. As much as I tell you to picture me naked, I don't know if you guys really want to see me. And plus, I don't want to lose my YouTube channel. What do you think about that, Sean?
Yeah, I got fucking bat wings upon bat wings on my bat wings. It's so fucking sticky down here.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. No doubt about it. We're going to be looking at a lot of things tonight. Let's see if we can get to everything, as we always do. Also, there is a book that has launched today over on Back Me Bro called For the Fans Fest Pinup Book. We're going to take a look at that and promote that as we go throughout the show as well, because yours truly, Joe motherfucking Sonntag, has a pinup in that book. And I think you guys should definitely get that. And then meet us October 16th through the 18th in Atlantic City, around thereabouts at Harrah's. To have a killer time over there for the Fans Fest. It's going to be awesome.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's jump in the show before we get to anything really big. Let's say hi to the chat real quick. Mark Penguin says White Queen and Rogue equals hot. We're going to dive into that because there's a lot of things that came out over the weekend for D23, specifically X-Men and Doomsday with the Avengers, and we're going to dive into some of the casting. And I'm gonna push back on some of the weird narratives out there on the casting, but we're gonna get to that. But before we do, Mark Penguin is number one in the chat, number one in my heart and Sean's heart. That makes you my friend.
You're number one.
Yes, indeed you are.
So, Mr. Penguin, a penguin is a bird that cannot fly. I am a man. I have a name.
And his name is Mark Penguin, taking the number one spot again for the first time in a while, but coming back with a vengeance. I like it. We also have a member of the channel, Sheldon Martin, in the house. Our guy, you guys know. You guys always know. Come on, first members in the chat, get this.
What are you doing up
Oh my God! I'm sorry! I can't stop coming! I'm sorry! Oh, it feels so good!
You know it feels so good to have the members in the chat tonight.
Pegging isn't new for me, friendo, but it is for Disney.
Sheldon is asking if there is a spot for the number two. No, it's just number one. It's got to be special. Well, I do appreciate you being number two.
Work harder.
Guy. Yeah, work harder. Yeah, get the number one. That's the goal. Matt Mumaz in the house says, what up, everyone? What's up, you?
Matt?
We also have Bretsky the Great says, salute the chat. Salute Heavy Metal Ronin. Salute to you, my friend. Salute to you. We got K. Ojo in the house says, greetings from Raleigh, North Carolina. Good to see you, man. As always, drop where you're watching from. I know it's a busy night out there, guys. Lots of people streaming. There's promotional streams going on all over the place, and we do appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out with us tonight on this small little show, on this small little channel with these two great big personalities of the hosts. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Timescales in the house says, what's up from San Francisco? What's up to you, my friend?
How you doing, buddy?
We got Alistair Crowley in the house. Mr. Crowley! Good to see you, man. Always good to have you in here. Great voice, Sean. You
Thank
can be
you.
a singer, too. Oh, shit. The time to get
Nice.
the band back together for the Fans Fest.
Yo,
Yeah,
if
we
there's
can do that.
karaoke, I am fucking taking over.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe we'll get into that on Friday night, Saturday night. Who knows? There's
Who
possibilities. Wet T-shirt contest, everybody, at tables
Yep.
A12 and A13. The Superior Press table with Sean Ahrendt and Joe Sonntag. Spread the rumor. We got to get voluptuous boobs. We got to figure out that. It's the rumor. Spread it out, even if it doesn't have it. Sean looks like the 1980s TV Guide Teen Spirit icon. Oh, shit.
There we go.
Nice. Look at our guy. I haven't seen you in here in a while. Dennis Kelly,
Nice.
good to see you. So,
How
hey,
you doing,
guys,
bud?
finally able to catch you live. It's been a second. I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. We also got Buzz in the house. Says Hail Comics
up, Buzz?
Peeps. Good to see you, man. We're going to jump into a couple things. Before we do, though, I need to let's do a little bit self-promotion real quick. Self-promotion. And I will show you exactly what I'm talking about in 2 seconds when I can get the mouse to work. I keep thinking my mouse is dead. I keep thinking
You
it's
need
like
battery?
I don't know. I plugged it in before we went live, and I think it's going now. Okay, I think we're good. Nope. That's gonna dox everybody.
Nope.
We
That's
don't
my
want to
dick.
dox people. That
Nope.
is my dick. We don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It opened up to a different screen. That's my bad. Let's get that out of here. Otherwise, you're gonna see all my DMs, and then certain people are gonna go crazy because they're like, "Oh, you're talking to this person. No, I'm so jealous."
You're friends with her. Oh God.
And then you will see a dick pic, and like that's again, I don't need my channel taken down. So, Sean, want to tell us what's going on with Type 1 real quick, and then we will jump
Sure.
into the news.
Yeah, so I just got back the letters from Dexter Weeks, where I gotta go over it still, see if there's any corrections, modifications. So within next week, I'll be getting that to him. But the other day on my Instagram, if you haven't followed me yet, please do. I need subscribers. I feel lonely, but I uploaded the first 15 pages from the preview book of Type 1. It's the first scene, black and white, Dex's original letters. And this just kind of introduces you to my world, my art, my story, and my character. So if you would, please check it out at Sean Ahrendt on Instagram. Give me a follow, give me a like, give me a reshare. We're getting very close to getting this to print, and if things go to plan, I would love to have these out to everyone before For the Fans Fest.
Yeah, that's the goal.
If not,
That's the goal.
out of my hands. But please, again, give it a check it out. Don't be a bum. Look at Type 1. And that's that. So, yeah, there's a little bit about me and maybe my work with JDR for Illinois. So, yeah.
Hell yeah, we're going to be rocking and rolling. I can't wait to get that out and hopefully bring it to For the Fans Fest because it'll be in everybody's hand that backs it. And then we will bring extra copies as we go. And maybe we'll have an announcement there.
Ooh.
Because I plan on streaming. I got to figure out exactly how to do this, but I want to stream from the table at some point, both Saturday and Friday night. So we're going to figure that out while the convention's going. All right, let's jump into a couple things. Real quick, before we get into anything, we got to promote. Back Me Bro has dropped the For the Fans Fest pinup book that you guys don't want to miss. Now, look. This money is going towards, I think, to help the convention itself. And it's just, I think if you get this and you go into the convention, you can pick it up at the convention. This is ready to go. I think is one of the biggest things I have to say. I think pretty much everybody that I know of, and I can't speak of 100% authority on it because I'm not running the project, but I'm pretty sure everybody that was doing a pinup in this book has got their images in, and this book will be ready to go. So this is not waiting a year or 6 months or whatever you get this. This is ready to go. And look at some of these names, okay? You got Ethan Van Sciver, you got Shane Davis, John Malin, Billy Tucci, Andy Smith, Graham Nolan, Joe Sonntag, Shonton Jetty, Chris Graves, E.J. Morges, Dan Lawless, Peter Gilmore, Anthony Gonzalez Clark, and then the forward by Mike Barron. Look at that.
Nice.
It's going to be badass. If you guys like sexy characters, and especially these are all the Comic Skate characters put together doing their thing, and I do have to give a shout out to John for, there we go. Here's the cover. Look at this badass cover to John.
Oh, that's great.
Badass. This is awesome. Look at all these characters. You know what I like about this? CG, we're not a company, right? We're a movement. And we got a bunch of individual companies and people putting out characters and stuff. But when you put them all together, man, it reminds me, and I'm going to say it just because that's the era I'm from, it reminds me of the freaking 90s Image. Not saying that this is Image Comics out there. All you haters, don't worry. Don't lose your shit because I'm saying it. I'm just saying it reminds me. It's the vibes, it's the vibes, as Candace Owens, that cunt would say. Cynic's in the house, member of the channel, says, "Oh my God, where's her right arm?" Yeah,
on my dick.
Yeah, Cynic went through it with it was with someone we all know and do not love, but we all know, and is criticizing because that's what people have to do when you hate something. You got to criticize anything you can criticize. And so they're criticizing my character right here. This is Vanessa from the Pages of Reaper Destroyer, by the way. Very sexy character. Look at those titties. Probably the biggest titties on this panel, by the way. Nice.
That's what's up.
That's good ass. But yeah, biggest titties because she does have some giant knockers. But people are like, where's her right arm? Where's the arm? Oh, it's right here. Right here, losers. All you got to do is just do a little. When I run into these people before, they attacked my campaign when it launched to on my website.
People.
Those people. What do you mean, you people? And it's just the same. It's the same, just disingenuous, arguments and attacks. It's just like, dude, the arm is clearly there. Don't worry about it. It's just fucking art Nazis out there. Fuck them. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
Pinup book, more like nip up book. You know what's going on, man. You know what's going on. I lost my shit. I can't find it. Well, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Flush.
Just sent Sean an Instagram DM to stuff in his box. Okay.
Nice. I'll check it out after the show. Cool. Hopefully it's dick pics as well,
Dick pics are allowed. I mean, mostly I like to send them out more than receive them.
Yeah. But you know what? We're almost to Christmas, so it's season of giving and shit.
I'll tell you what, if there's anyone out there that wants dick pics, we will give the presents out. You just let us know where to send them.
Yeah.
And there you go. Wiley J says, sorry, I just got here. Is Sean now in a boy band? Yes, he is.
Just now? No, Sean has always been in the boy band. Like, I auditioned for O-Town, but I was like, I need to be the whole fucking town. That's why I did not get it.
Cynic says, yeah, I owned that argument. You did, man. And it's not really that hard, honestly. I mean, you did a great job, but those people are so wrapped up in the narrative that it doesn't really matter. They out themselves. When I was fighting with them with the campaign when it first launched on my site, I mean, they were saying shit that wasn't even true. Like, they were saying, don't trust this website, you know, you won't get your products, you know, there's no
enhancing of the image. Yeah. You lazy cunts. Just press the fucking button.
All this BS. And I put a video. I did a screen capture of me going through my campaign and just how easy it was and just hitting all these buttons. And everything they bitched about that wasn't there, oddly enough, was right there. So, I mean, they're just fuck them all. You know. So this is the book. We're promoting this tonight, guys. This just launched today. I believe Shane is probably still streaming with this. I think Ethan is streaming. I'm sure probably everybody's going to be covering this. So if you get a chance, please go check this out. Sketch covers of this. Tell you what, if you get this sketch cover, bring it to For the Fans Fest. Anybody that you can run into, whether it's well, I can only speak for myself. I don't want to put anybody else on the and be like, well, Joe said.
No. You bring it to anybody, and they'll give you a fucking $1,000 commission worth on this book.
Well, shit. Yeah, don't take that as law. But if you bring this to if you get this and bring it to the Superior Press table, I will do a sketch on it. Yeah, I'll do a sketch on it for you guys. That's some incentive to get that sketch cover. Shot glasses, T-shirts. I mean, you got my T-shirt. You want a T-shirt with my black and white art for the Fans Fest image on there. I mean, you want this. This is badass.
It came out dope.
Jersey Devil. It came out really good. And I was actually really happy. I was happy drawing that. It was a good shirt. Graham Nolan's got a T-shirt. Vasilis Lolis has a T-shirt on here. Grab an oar, it says. You know, shout out to John Malin there. So, guys, go back to this. Right now, it is standing at, where are we at here? $2,635. It's already gone past the $1,000 goal, and we are ready to rock. And like I said, you guys will get this at For the Fans Fest. No worries there. So go check that out, and we would really appreciate it when you do. The O-Face, am I right? You're always right. Always right. Sean, you might have done better auditioning for Whole Town instead of O-Town.
Probably, yeah.
Man, looks like I missed some drama. Been crazy, huh? Oh, it always is, man. You know, this it's the usual people out there. I don't even mention their names because it's not even that important. You know,
Tara.
Yeah, Tara. Yeah, just whatever, man. Like the insignificant, right? Is all I gotta say. Insignificant. What is not insignificant, guys, is over the weekend, D23 announced a bunch of shit and has got a lot of people going crazy over there with all their opinions on everything. And we're going to dive into it just because I find it funny. I find it funny that us nerds, and I include us in that, we're nerds too, but I find it funny everybody just freaking out over the casting of X-Men, over new Doomsday footage. And we're going to look at it and we're going to laugh at everybody because that's what I like to do now. You know, we will fight the culture war and we'll push back on a lot of shit when I feel like it's relevant, when I really want to go at it. But I'm not just going to do a knee-jerk reaction and dive off the deep end because every time they cast somebody, it's a woke thing or it's this thing or that thing. I just don't care anymore. So I'm going to make fun of a lot of people that do. So hopefully you guys are right there with me. Let's have a good time. And if you guys disagree with me in the chat, you are more than welcome to, and I appreciate the conversation. And as always, we'll go back and forth, and I will still love you guys at the end, and I'll still ask you to picture me naked. So here we go. We got the Doomsday trailer. Well, this is teaser trailer. I don't know what you would call this. The new one that dropped. We're going to take a look at this and tell me what you guys think. We'll try to pause it as we go so Disney Marvel doesn't hit us because they will. Here we go. Okay, right off the bat, though, I just want to point this out. So there's a rumor that Doom is going to have a hold of the Darkhold in this movie. That's why he's so powerful. So this is kind of interesting. You're seeing the magic and power of Doom. Fucking nerds. That's what we are. That's what we all are, man. And the same reason why why nerds aggravate me is the reason why I love them as well. Passion. You know, I get it. There's passion there. But sometimes it's just like, gotta touch grass, man. We gotta go out and touch some grass. You know, some of this stuff is not that important. It's just TV. It's just movies. Maybe we can just sit back and enjoy some stuff. You know, Drew G's in the house. Is what up, Joe and Sean? What up with you, man?
What up, Drew?
Hope you're doing well. All right, let's jump into this again. Here we go.
Victor was always the smartest guy in every room.
Yeah, it's me, right?
She sounds like she got a cock.
Oh, okay.
He used to be different.
Oh, definitely. He definitely didn't have a cock before. Now he's got a cock. That's what different means. Yeah. Got to read between the lines, guys.
I mean, she sounds like she has a cock.
Oh, she.
Yeah, a little bit too deep in the voice.
She's pretty enough. Yeah, maybe I deal with it. I don't know.
He used to be kind. He used to be caring.
Slightly different outfit for Gambit. I noticed this when I was watching it. I like this headdress a lot better than the Deadpool Wolverine one they had. This one seems like it fits a little bit more.
Yeah, the other one seems rushed, and probably was just to by the time they got all the papers signed to get him on film.
Yeah. So I wonder if we're going to see a completely different version of this character. Maybe not the whole Cajun crazy speak for the comedic aspect of Deadpool Wolverine. Maybe we're going to get a little bit more pulled back on that, a little bit more serious Gambit because of the nature of the storyline. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm happy to have him back. I like it. I thought he did a fine job as Gambit, and Gambit's one of my favorite characters. So
yeah. Same.
And then everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
So supposedly this is New York City. This is Tobey Maguire's New York City from what I've been reading. So the whole idea of this movie is like all these different worlds are converging with each other, crashing down, and there's certain worlds that are fighting against others, and you basically have to eliminate that world to save your world or whatever. And there was always this rumor going around that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man was going to be in the beginning of the movie fighting the X-Men. I don't know if that's going to be true or not, but I have read that this is the Tobey Maguire New York City, which is crazy. I don't know how they're going to tie that in, but I'm excited to see how it all works.
Victor, did you do this? All of you have lived stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
Oh, I just want to pause that on Cyclops because, again, I just love it. They did such a great job. I don't even care if he's got brown boots stepping in that shit, maybe. I don't know.
He's got blue gloves.
I hold. What? Oh, shit. I hold of these nuts.
Nice.
There you go.
Apparently, in that poster that Doom is kind of leaning against, that whatever painting, there's something that has to do with Osborn or Oscorp in there. Hey, bud. So I got to take a look into that, see how true that is.
Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs. I haven't really even I've watched this once. I'm going to save it for the show. We're going to watch it again and go over see what we can see. But yeah, it's just I'm also not one of those nerds that spends all the time finding all the Easter eggs. I go watch other people for that, Like I don't have time for them. Like you tell me what you see, and then I'll relay it to everybody else. So there's some controversy here, maybe not even controversy, but a subject matter of what is going on with Doom's costume. He's got two different costumes, and I think I've got it pinned, the other costume that they put out. One looks really badass, which is what you see mostly in the trailers, and then you get this one right here. And I'm like, this one's a little bit subdued, a little bit lackluster. And so, I mean, is this going to be the first one, and then he's going to go to the cool one? Because if this is the upgrade, I don't know if I like that as far as costumes go. He looks way more badass than everything we've seen.
Right, but is this the one where the mask looks familiar from the end of FF?
It might be, yeah.
Okay.
So this very well might be earlier in the movie when he's making his first appearance or something.
Yeah.
While he's still, quote unquote, being a good guy, as the storylines are going to go. So we'll see.
Answer me, Victor! Did you do this? I swear you will beg for hell long before I grant it.
Because right there is There's
Yeah.
that's the newer costume, or the one that we've seen that's a lot more badass, more intimidating. Now, somebody was saying that this symbol here is something to deal with the Darkhold, which is why people think that he's got the Darkhold in this storyline, the book, the Darkhold, and is using his power.
Answers to me.
There we go.
Mhm.
Listen, nerdgasms, guys. Like, you get the boners out. I mean, not for me. I don't want to see them. You keep them to yourselves,
right.
you know. But just
Send them to Kayla.
send them to Kayla. Kayla.
Just joking. Please don't do that.
Don't
She's
do
a
that.
The fucking audacity of these cunts sending me their cocks. Right?
Yeah, that would not be good. Incursions, am I right, guys? I know, right? It's always rough when everyone you love is taken from you in the prologue of a movie. That is a good point.
Yeah.
I know we're not supposed to be bitching, but man, we deserved a better cast for Fantastic Four.
I'm with you.
That's up there. Yeah. That's there.
I'm with you.
Matt Rumor's in the house. So send me a link.
So-
Okay, I'll send you a link. Yeah, I'll send you the link. No problem. You promoting a book tonight. Let's get you on the show, and you can. Oh, actually, I'm gonna have to wait until after I'm watching this because I'm watching this on X. But then I'll send you the link. All right, here we go. Sentinels. That's what I was gonna say, guys. Nerds, Sentinels out there. We've been waiting for since 1992,
Right.
to see this on the actual screen after the animated series. We want to see Sentinels depicted the way they should look, not the Sentinels in Days of Future Past X-Men, which was a fine movie, but that was not what we were looking to see when it comes to Sentinels. This is the classic John Byrne, Jim Lee, going back, whatever. Name whatever artist did the Sentinels series. This is what we're seeing. I'm so excited to see it.
For I am.
Okay.
Reminiscent of Iron Man when he throws up his arms and then we get the from the opening sequence.
That is actually a pretty great catch there. Good Easter egg.
You know what? That's what I do. I just, what it is? I just have no life. I'm sad. I'm lonely. I need a puppy.
A puppy? You got a cat, man. What more do you need?
Bitch.
Yeah. The Odyssey numbers met my hearing for 8 hours after the IMAX 2 laser showing. Oh, would love for you guys to review it. I give it a 10 out of 10.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. When we watch it, we'll let you know what we think. I give it a 1 out of 10. I haven't seen it. Listen, I'm fair. I'm fair with whatever I see. I don't go in there with narratives. I say this all the time. I'll go in there with no bias whatsoever. I will look at it from the movie that it is, and I'll give you an honest opinion of what I think the movie is. I heard Victor has the darkest hole. Jeez.
Allegedly.
Is it that dark? Oh, okay. So supposedly this is gonna be the part in the movie where he does his heel turn. From everything I'm reading, up to this part of the movie, he is posing as an ally to everybody, and then this is kind of when all the shit hits the fan. I don't know if this is gonna be like the start of the third act, or if this is gonna be towards the end of the movie. Who knows? But I'm down there for it. I'm down for it. Let's go. Very dramatic. Very dramatic.
Very.
The countdown continues. I think this movie looks really good. I'm looking for it. Every time I see it, all right, I'm gonna throw Matt the link.
I'm stoked.
While we got a chance. Yeah, go ahead and talk to it about it a second. Let me throw Matt the link.
I was not really feeling this movie for a long time. I think I was a little defeated after the past few eras of Marvel. But coming out of Spider-Man, I'm like, awesome. And now my nerdisms are back on track with this. I'm getting into all the conspiracies, all the shit that I'm like, oh no, that's wrong, that's right, because I'm just really smart. I can't wait for this. Can't wait for December. I'm more excited about this than turning 45.
Well, I mean, who is excited about turning 45?
Yeah, that's true. But this is gonna be fire. I'm gonna wear a diaper. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna drink my soda. I don't want to.
You're not gonna miss a second of it. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Just call me Aerosmith. I don't want to miss a thing, and I'll piss my pants. I'll use fucking adult diapers for this because it's worthy. Because that's how much dedication I have.
That's amazing. That is amazing dedication.
Yeah.
I think this movie is going to be absolute killer. I just, okay. I understand everybody's worry about stuff, and rightfully so. We've got a lot of miserable shit out there to worry about, but I am going to take a optimistic approach of this movie, and I'm going to just be excited for what it is. You're getting all the main characters back together. You're getting Doctor Doom for the first time represented, I think, in a way that he is legit. And no offense to the two Doctor Dooms that came before him, but I feel like this is going to be legit. And then you got the whole Deadpool Wolverine formula of all the nostalgia. Now, I'm, for one, somebody that enjoys the nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, member berries, blah, blah, blah. Like, what? I'm going to spend my money on the things I want to watch.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give me what I want to watch. And I want the member berries. I want the nostalgia. If I want to go see a completely legit, brand new, innovative movie, I will go look for something else in Hollywood that's coming out and be like, all right, that's going to be cool. But for a Marvel movie, a comic book movie, give me the shit that I like. I grew up in the 90s. All this shit happened when I was a teenager. Give me some shit that I can go to the theater and watch the movie for 2.5 hours or whatever and just enjoy it like it's my childhood coming to life. That's all I ask for, people. Why is that so fucking hard, Sean?
People are cunts.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. I like that. I saw the Odyssey twice on the 70mm. Oh, shit, IMAX. I'll jump in on a review panel if you want. I don't know if we're going to do like an entire show where we review the movie, but we'll just give our thoughts on it for sure. Epic 411's in the house says nostalgia sells. Nostalgia sells. It does.
Facts.
And it gets my money every single time.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's good. I mean, as long as it's good nostalgia. I like seeing the old characters, old actors come back and reprise their roles. Just make a good movie. I'm down for it. We got another guest, unexpected, jumping in, but I'm glad he did. We got Matt Rumor in the house. Good to see you, brother. How you doing?
Doing good, man. How you guys?
Well, let me tell you something, Matt. Let me tell you exactly how we are. The air conditioning is not working right now. It's the second time in a month I would say that this happens. It's about 80 degrees in this house, including down here in the basement, which is why we're off screen, because I'm basically streaming naked for the second time in a month, just so I can cool down. So that's how we're doing.
You have central air or like
central air. Yep.
Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah, it was run capacitor the first time around, got that fixed, and now the fan motor's gone out, so I had to order it because you can't buy these things anywhere locally. So it'll be here Tuesday, and once that's there, and I'll slap that fucker in there and get this thing running again. But until then, we're dying is basically what's happening. So yeah, that's it. But we're happy to be streaming, happy to be hanging out with the chat, happy to have you on here.
Mm-hmm.
Happy to be here, man.
We just promoted the pinup book at the beginning of the show. Good launch, off to a really good start. You want to give any shout out to that real quick before we move on to another topic?
Yeah, I mean, well, guys, go back the pinup book. It's for the fans. That's the name of it. It's on Back Me, bro. Shane Davis, John Malin, all the guys who stopped by his stream doing a hell of a job. It's real simple, real easy. We just got the one cover and a couple different options, whether that's hollow chrome foil or raised embossed metal. And then I re-threw up here. If you hit the reward button, it'll bring up the rewards in the middle. Like if you scroll up, there's a rewards tab.
Scroll up.
Yeah, no, you might have already done it. You did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
Well, you can. There's an option. No, you did it already. It's if you scroll down now.
Okay.
In the middle, like the middle.
Oh,
option.
in here.
Your other middle.
Hit rewards. Oh, you just passed it.
Where the fuck is rewards? Why am I not seeing this?
Right there.
Right in front of you.
Right
See
above
story,
the writing.
rewards, creatives, facts, up.
Oh shit!
Dates.
Okay, I was looking for like a blue fucking. Okay.
No.
I'm still getting used to the new.
Yeah.
platform.
So, so we got
There
the
we go.
regular cover, the hollow chrome foil. Obviously, there's no good way to make that look on a.
It's hard. Yeah.
But it looks so good in person, man. If
You
ever
all
gotten
know
any
what
of them.
holochrome looks like. So, I mean, you can imagine, especially with this color job that John Malin did, this thing is gonna pop.
Yeah, and then we have an embossed raised metal version of it.
Oh
also.
shit! All for just $25?
Yep.
Wow, that's a hell of a deal, guys. I mean, honestly, for an embossed raised metal for $25, I mean, that's something most people could have probably knocked that up to like $35. But that's a hell of a deal.
To quote Crazy Eddie from the 80s, that's crazy, crazy, crazy.
And then, we brought back, we got a sketch cover for you. If you want to get Joe or any of the Kings or anyone who did art in this piece to do that for you for the Fans Fest, grab that version and get yourself an original piece.
Yeah, like I said, bring it to the table. bring this copy to the table. I'll sketch something out on it.
Yeah.
So we're Sean.
Yeah.
And we just brought back the pint glasses and all the T-shirt options that everyone wanted me to put up on Back Me Bro. So it's up there. It's there for you, man. Real easy, real simple, smooth, simple campaign.
Nice looking campaign. Good looking site. Shout out to Shane and Back Me Bro. It's good to have it. So everybody, the link is in the chat. Even if you're not backing it tonight, consider backing it when you get a chance. Share it out. Let people know it's live. We're going to do some promotion here because that's what we do on these shows, because apparently we get accused of not promoting enough. Not just us, just everybody in general. Everybody in general, With that being said, Matt, did you keep track of some of the announcements of the D23 over the weekend? We were just talking about the Doomsday.
Yeah, I saw the trailers for that. Saw the X-Men cast. It was on, who was I with last night? It was on Comics Geek Commandos, and they were talking about it. They were talking about who they'd get with out of them and who they thought was the hottest. But it's Emma Frost, hands down.
Oh, hell yeah. Emma Frost is the hottest of the cast. That's 100% true. Yeah. We're going to take a look at the cast here in a little bit. But I did see, I got to give it, there's so many people out there, a lot of people that aren't just, they can't be happy with life. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is, guys. There's a lot of people out there that can't be happy with life. You can't look at something like this and just find the humor in it. Everyone has to find some reason because they don't like Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman's too old. You just don't like Disney or whatever. So if that's the case, this is probably not for you. I actually thought this was pretty humorous, so I'm going to play this. This is kind of a following up Ryan Reynolds dressing like Deadpool at San Diego Comic-Con, giving any questions to the panel, pretending like he's not in the movie and all this kind of stuff. So here we go, playing off of this. And we all know that they're going to be in the movie. Here we go.
Dude, I don't want to do this.
Just do it.
We've already done filming. This is silly.
It. Or maybe the next one is called Deadpool and Spider-Man and literally everyone except Wolverine.
Who are you? What? That's both hurtful and spiteful.
That's the question.
Why are you sitting? Hey, Kevin. Hey, D23. Hope you're all having a great time. I just wanted to check in. Just totally unprompted. And
by the way, this would be like me and Sean talking to like John and the rest of the Kings to put something together. Sean, we'd just be like, hey, just wondering if there's another spot, if there's anything we can do to help out. And they're just like, who are you?
You're like, meh.
And just wondering if you might need some help. Rounding out
the cast.
Rounding out the cast? Dude, they've got like 28 people. Why the hell do they need us?
Because we're the golden ones.
That is true.
We're special.
They are the box office draw. Huge Jackman, says Aleister Crowley.
So anyway, if you guys need some help rounding out the cast, I'd love to join. And I don't know, I might be able to convince Ryan to appear in Avengers Doomsday, but no pressure. I hate you so much, man.
I know, me too.
I like it, man. This all looks fun to me. And I'm going to embrace the fun. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to embrace the fun on all this.
If you become a negative Nancy over everything, you need Jesus in your life.
Yeah, I can't do it, guys. I can't do the negative stuff. I just can't do it. There's just no way. I can't pretend to not be excited about things I'm excited about. And I'm looking forward to Doom. Spider-Man Brand New Day was fantastic. And I think that's going to set up a really awesome run here with Doomsday. And I think it's just going to carry over. I think it's going to be another $1 billion movie. I think it's going to be really fun. And that's all I'm looking out of it is give us something fun. I don't need too much else than that.
Well, plus I think Disney hit its wall with formulaic weird shit that isn't drawing people. I think they actively stopped moving, like with all their new projects. They've gone back to trying to actually write movies that give fans what they want. I mean, if they weren't, they wouldn't have never cast Samara Weaving as Emma Frost.
Yeah.
They would have never, Spider-Man Brand New Day would have been another formulaic movie instead of, like a down-to-earth, emotional, heavy set movie in the way it was. And yeah, man, I think hopefully they've turned a corner, and it seems like they have from their announcements and what they're doing. And
yeah, I'm glad you said that, Matt, because I've been in the same category. I'm like, I can acknowledge, or at least we should be able to acknowledge when I think that someone is changing course and trying to correct mistakes that they did in the past. I think there's a group of people out there, probably because they're more grifters than anything. They're just looking for clicks and engagement and all that kind of stuff, that will never acknowledge that no matter what going forward, it will always just be the same old shit. And I refuse to do that. When I see someone correcting course, I'm going to call it out. And so far, Brand New Day was fantastic. There gripes here or there, and you could have with any movie. It was a fun time at the theater. And I think Avengers Doomsday is going to be the same thing. And until I see it, I'm going to be excited about it. And until there's something to actually complain about, I'm not complaining. I'm not going down the road of all these guys that want to sit here and be like, did you see who they cast? Did you see? I can't believe. Speaking of casting the X-Men.
Hey, Joe, before you do that, we got breaking news.
What do you got?
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Actress Hayden Panettiere dies at age 36. Rep confirms to ABC News.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Wasn't she was in Abigail, I think I saw her in last, right?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, the chick from Heroes, the little.
Oh wait, no, the different one, I think. Yeah.
The one that played the cheerleader that we all had a crush on, even when we were full blown adults, has passed away at age 36.
No fucking way.
Way.
I gotta look this up. Hold on a second, guys. No fucking way. You kidding me?
Yeah, I'll send you.
I got it right here.
Okay,
got it right here. Variety just shared it. Holy shit. No fucking way. Hayden Panettiere, known for her role as Heroes in Scream 4, died at 36. Cause of death was not immediately known. It is with profound sadness that we share the tragic passing of our beloved Hayden. She was an incredible light and a force of nature who brought immeasurable love and joy to all who knew her, and to the millions who watched her on screen. Her rep told that is insane. No way. That actually, oh man, that breaks my heart.
Heartbreaking. Yeah, man. Sad.
That actually breaks my heart. That sucks. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
God bless her and her family. I know she had a child. I don't know how many, but
oh wow.
It's rough.
Did they say what she passed from?
They just broke the rep. This is from the rep, so.
Man, dying so young like that at 36, that's
yeah.
Man, I hate to I mean, lots of stuff could go through why that would be. Self-deletion could be a possibility with someone so long. Yeah, but I can't imagine that would be. I don't want to speculate, but that's just crazy. Yeah, Dennis, that's crazy. Comics Exposed here says, why isn't Matt on EVS's stream?
Because it was winners.
No,
I'm joking.
I was on there, but I have a crazy ass dog who barks too much for Ethan, and also he's touching on like Liam and some of the, heavier shit. So I'll let him do his thing, man.
Right? Yeah,
he needs to.
Yeah,
all it is.
What type of dog you got?
Yeah, she was in Remember the Titans. Yeah, we were losing too many young people. That's a fact, Alistair. Damn, that's not, dude. I'm just like, I wanted it because there's sometimes Sean sees things. I'm like, are you sure that's real? Like blah blah blah. And we gotta double check it. But I really was hoping that this was false, man. I was really hoping that this was not real. That sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Immediately, it's not immediately known.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace, Hayden.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bummer. That's sad. All right, let me see if I can get it back in get back of the temperature of the show getting back up. Get about it bad. Let's make fun of nerds. Casting dropped of the X-Men, and here we go. We have the characters or the actors playing the characters. Now, I did see a couple people. I'm not going to name names, but the usual people out there talking about like the amount of women. They're like, they should call this
X-Men, bro.
They're like, they should call this the X-Women. I'm like, motherfuckers, come on, guys, come on. There's so many female characters in the X-Men. It's not even funny.
Dude,
go ahead.
There was a running joke like all throughout like the early 2000s that Marvel had no star women superheroes, that they were all from the X-Men. Like,
that's a good point.
I used to go to my comic shop, man. Like, this was when like the first run of Ultimate X-Men and Ultimate Spider-Man, Bendis and Mark Miller and stuff were going. And I just remember there was when like the Marvel movies really started popping off, and they like the SJW stuff started to fire off, and people were talking about like, women representation. That was a big thing, which was like if you take away the X-Men, like pretty much Marvel does not have very many women star superheroes. But if you take the X-Men, you got Jean Grey, Storm, Emma Frost, Psylocke. You know, you get the
go down the list, man. They got so many female characters in the X-Men, and so everyone's already tearing that up. They're like, "Oh, this is the cast. You know, why would you choose these characters?" Like, guys, nobody pays attention anymore to anything. You just want to be the first to put out news and put out a reaction. That's how I know that you guys are fake and you're grifters. Because they said clear as day that the casting for this movie is not done. There's more characters coming. There's more announcements coming. These are just what was confirmed so they could announce it at D23. That's all. Just take a step back, guys, before you come in your pants because you got a rage boner over all this stuff.
No, Joe. They got to do it. They got to make the videos. They got to get the clicks. They got to get the super chats. I don't even think these fucks even believe the shit that they're spewing. To be honest with you, I think they're just there just to make get the likes, get the super chats, you know, the clout, like, oh, I am so offended. No, you're not, you bitch.
You know, it would be so easy to go down that route, and maybe we should, you know, because I like money.
Okay.
I like follows. I like stuff. We just need to go down the route of just let's turn the grift into the actual grift, and we'll just start rage baiting about everything. We'll just start taking the popular negative narrative out there and just start running with it. Let's do it, man, because I want money, you know. Timescale says about to pass out here. Other mods keep it as uncivil as possible. I like that. Cheers from San Francisco. Shout out to you. Have a great night, brother. Thank you for joining us tonight. Yeah. All right. So the big announcement, which I was actually shocked that this was the announcement. I was shocked that people had a problem with it. That Indy Navarrete. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Was cast as Rogue in the X-Men. Didn't see this coming at all. All the casting rumors out there were like centered around two completely different actresses, and we talked about this on Thursday's show. Actually, the night before, the night before all this news dropped, we were talking about who was going to be the new Rogue, and it was down to two different actresses. Well, they swerved us all, and they got one of the most popular women coming out of movies right now because of her performance in Obsession, and they cast her as Rogue. And Sean told me that because I didn't see the news at first. He was like, dude, did you hear it? I was like, no. And he tells me and all this, you know, I go look it up and I was like, holy shit, they actually did it. That's crazy.
He's like, he's not lying to me.
Yeah, you know, because I gotta say, like, you know, like just there's so much fake shit out there. You know, I guess we all get pulled into, you know, fake rumors and all that stuff. But I looked up and sure enough, Indy whatever her name is going to be playing Rogue. And I was excited. I was like, fuck yeah, she's a good looking woman. People like her.
Yep.
And guess what? All of a sudden, everybody and their moms coming out of the woodworks to be like, well, how bad of a casting this is. They only chose her because she's popular.
Well, that's how it goes.
I was just going to say, like, does anybody not understand how this shit goes? Yeah, she's popular right now because of the movie roles she did with Obsession, but she is also a fairly unknown, which is, you know, double-edged sword there, but she is a fairly unknown. She doesn't have a lot of stuff under her belt. She's a young actress. That's good. That's, you know, check that box number one, because you want these characters to be portrayed for the next 10 years if you can. So you get a girl in her early 20s that can do this into her early 30s and still look fantastic, right? So that's a plus right there. You get a good-looking girl. You get a girl that's got some juice behind her right now with her performance in Obsession. It makes all the sense in the world to bring her into a gigantic project like the X-Men, and I think she looks fine. I think she looks fine as Rogue. I don't know, Matt. Who would you have rather wanted? I mean, I don't know where you stand on this. I honestly don't know. Like,
God, who do I think would be good as Rogue? Like, honestly, I'm cool with her being Rogue. I've seen a lot of art pieces where it shows her in the costume and stuff, and she looks the part. And I think acting-wise, she'll probably pull it off. But when she was doing those interviews talking about being Mystique, I was more excited for her to be Mystique than Rogue.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that were tying her to that because of her, like, supposedly actively looking to be Mystique. But I almost wonder if that was a swerve.
Yeah, no, definitely. Well, of course, also comics, you know, like Mystique, the faux mother of Rogue and all that. Kind of.
Yeah, I almost wonder if that was a swerve to just keep everybody off the scent, because nobody had her in the rumors at all being cast as Rogue. KO just says, no offense, but she's not my top choice for Rogue. No offense taken. I mean, I understand that. There's a lot of, if you were to ask me to cast the X-Men, I would have a lot different cast. However, I'm not going to sit here and worry about some of the casting and just be all upset about it. There was somebody that's like, oh, you know, she's not attractive enough or she's not white enough and like all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, you know, I thought she was white. I just thought she had a hell of a nice tan. I actually didn't know that she was not white, Sean.
What do you mean?
I don't know. That's apparently that was a big issue with some people, you know, like they gender or they race swapped Rogue was the argument I was seeing from some people out there.
You know who I'd used to play Rogue? The chick from Landman who plays his daughter.
Oh yeah,
she's smoking hot.
Yeah, she's a fucking hot smoke show.
She also can play the innocent part of her, like pretty well. You know, I think she has the southern accent down. She would have made a great Rogue.
Yeah, no, I that's a good choice right there. I like that. Somebody was saying that she doesn't have any boobs, and I was just like,
what?
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah. Oh, you said that?
I said that on when I got into Commandos last night, they were doing like the, you know, out of the chick who's playing Storm and Sadie Sink and her and
now Sadie Sink,
Samara. They were like Patrick was like Indy #1, and I was like, I don't think so, man. I don't think her body is as good as the rest of them, and I don't see like her tits aren't as big, but. Honestly, you know, the right costume can make that happen. She doesn't have small tits, like they're not minuscule. You know,
I was just gonna say
something.
She's got a good body.
They're not Daphne Keene kind of heavies, you know, these big
ass
titties. I mean, those not too many people have Daphne Keene's tits. But I'd say they're right up there with the Samara chick. Let me show you a video that might change your guys' minds. All right, let me get this up here for you all. I don't need the music here. Let's mute this. Here is if you ever follow Indy, which I don't, but she's always posting these videos, and she's seems like a very fun girl that likes to do a lot of fun things. Here's a video that might change your mind about the titties aspect. Are they smaller? Sure, but they're there and they're nice. Not this chick. I don't know who that chick is.
Oh, she played John Henry Steele. No, yeah, John Henry Steele's daughter in the Lois and Clark. Not Lois Clark. Superman and Lois.
And that's a chick that's very free with her boobs. Look at that. Look at that. Not wearing a bra, just flopping around. Look, I mean, just saying, guys, maybe that changes some minds out there. KOjo knows what's going on. Yep. I'm fine with it. Give me the boobs.
I'll be happy as long as they don't change up like the characters and like their driving motivations. Like like the only thing that really bugs me these days is when you get like an actor in a role and then they're like, well, that doesn't gel with me as a person, so I completely like brushed over everything about the character and made them someone else.
Yeah, she can stick the accent, like Halle Berry. Like her accent for Storm kind of went on and off throughout those films. So she just like cohesive. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, cohesive and sounds like a Southerner. Or unless they make her Canadian and make her way north.
There you go.
Fuck with you guys. What is that on the right? Where she's laying down.
Oh, I'll get there. Okay, I was letting you finish your point. Matt had a point too. I was going to let you guys finish your points before we jump into it.
Well, I have a theory on the Halle Berry shit with the X-Men movies, which is every movie besides the first one, she was promised something to get her back in terms of like good, juicy story elements with Storm. And then they would lead her on while she was filming and then not give it to her.
Oh.
And so I have a theory that
do it.
Her accent was done when she thought she was getting the role that she wanted and the plot that she wanted. And then once she found out it wasn't happening, she just stopped giving a fuck.
Interesting.
That could be. That could be. I mean, she was pretty to look at, but never really the best actress. So 60 years old, though. Still.
What, you've never seen Boomerang? Classic.
So these are just some pictures I was looking at because everyone was attacking this girl with her body and not being able to play the character. And I'm just like, guys, we're at a point now.
What is up?
We're at a point now, everybody, where we're being very picky. Very picky. They actually went out and cast attractive women to be in the roles that are playing these X-Men characters. And we are complaining about the most minute things now.
Also, they're gonna put her on that diet. They're gonna give her that like chicken and broccoli diet that all the like Scarlett Johansson and shit was on. You know, all these guys are gonna look better than they do right now.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be for sure, for sure. I think we're fine, guys. I think what you would okay. You guys are acting like they race swapped characters and cast like fat black chicks to play all the white roles. That's what you guys are acting like out there. All right. Like, you gotta take wins where we can get them. I understand that not everybody thinks Katie Sink or whatever her name is that attractive. I would say go look at some modeling pictures of her. She's actually better looking than you guys think. You know what? She's been in a lot of roles, but they haven't shown off her body. Now, yes, she doesn't have big boobs, but she's got a nice frame. She's, athletic. And she's not the frumpy actress that she's made out to be in all these other shows that you've seen her. Just wait till they actually do her up. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be fun.
Did you see people fucking complain that Cyclops, who looks like her brother, is towering over her? And I'm like, are you guys retarded? Like, look at Tom Holland or whatever his name is in Zendaya. Like, she towers over him.
Oh, jeez.
Tom is on probably the blocks. They're going to do the same thing with this chick. Like, it's movie magic. I don't know.
Are you saying that she is the Sadie? No, Sadie Sink's not taller than the guy who plays Cyclops.
No, I'm saying he's taller.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well,
he's taller, but like Zendaya is taller than Tom Holland. Well, and when you look at them in the movie, in like looking at each other, in Spider-Man, he's just as tall, if not taller. So they'll put them on blocks or whatever the fucking case is, just so they're eye to eye.
Here's the thing: I think a lot of people aren't paying attention to when it comes to these shorter male actors when they are hanging out with their significant others on the red carpets. Those girls are wearing like 4-inch high heels, all right, which already makes them a little bit taller. So if you're even the similar size, let's say they're both around 5'8", 5'7", or something like that, put 4-inch heels on her and she's going to be way taller than him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, he's a short dude, but it's just, I don't think people understand Sadie Sink. Thank you, Sadie Sink. I don't think people understand the dynamics of when women dress themselves up. You know, my wife is quite a bit smaller than me. You know, like in a normal day, if we're standing side by side, her head comes up to probably just a little above my shoulder, right? Put high heels on her though, she's the same height as me because when she wears those 4-inch high heels. Like, that's just the way it goes, guys. You gotta know these things. I shouldn't have to teach you. You know, come sit on my lap. We'll talk about the first thing that comes up. You know what I'm talking about, Sean?
No.
No, okay.
I don't. I'm trying not to picture me sitting on your lap.
All right, well,
especially when we're both like half-ass naked.
Yeah, well, maybe later.
That's not gay.
Yeah. Also, Sadie Sink was like aged down, like in Stranger Things. Like, she was older than the rest of the cast, and they kept like doing all the hours of makeup and hairstyles and crap to make her look younger and younger.
Yeah, that's right. They weren't originally going to cast her, but she had really good chemistry with Millie Bobby Brown, who she was 2 years older than, I think, when they casted Sadie Sink. So yeah, she was one of the oldest of the young actors on that show, or maybe the oldest of the young actors. And so I think people still just assume. I'm going to bring up a picture here, though, of Sadie. And yes, her boobs are not that big. We can all say that. Let me find a good one. But I think everyone's given a little bit of you're not paying enough attention to the attractiveness of this woman. You want to bash her because she's not the Jean you want her to be. That's what it is. Can we all be true about this? Can we be honest about this shit? You are bashing her because she's not portraying the Jean Grey that you want her to portray. Where's my shit here? Here we go. What do you think,
Kayla?
Sean? Yeah, Kayla, that's for you out there. All right, Kayla. All right, look at this woman. Look at her. Boobs need to be bigger, for sure. I'm the first one to say that. I always complain about bust size with women. But this is not a unattractive. No, get out of here. I don't want to sign up. This is not an unattractive woman. I'll just say that. You guys are crazy. I think they actually did a good job for once going out and casting attractive women with Crisco.
Here, right. Share mine.
Okay, where you at here? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man, she's fine.
Yeah, she'll do just fine, guys. She's got a bunch of modeling pictures out there too. Go check those out. Yeah. She's got a good body. She's an attractive young lady. She's aight. You guys got too high standards. All right, highest standards. That's all I gotta say. Matt, did you watch the Lanterns tonight?
No, man. I was on the other stream. It wasn't so. I was supposed to launch with Ethan, and then he kept pushing it back because he was going to watch Lanterns. And then I was like, "Oh, cool, I'll get to watch Lanterns." But then Shane booted up, so I was with Shane. I haven't had a chance, but I love spoilers, so if you have, go for it.
All right. We won't get into too many spoilers. I want to play this because I just saw this right before we went live. This is a trailer for the entire season, for the rest of the season. If you guys didn't watch the first episode, we're going to talk about it here for a second. We're not going to go into major spoilers if you guys haven't seen it, but we're going to talk a little bit, just some quick thoughts that we thought. But here is the preview for the rest of the season of Lanterns coming up.
Something is off here. I can feel it.
We got 4 dead aliens on a football field. Another one just blew up half the sheriff's station. So we got a case to run.
Jesus Christ almighty. I'm gonna clinch. I get the feeling that everyone wants me gone.
I have to say, for those that have seen it, the chemistry, I think, between the two actors is really good. It's the very much the buddy cop, right? Mm-hmm. It's very much Lethal Weapon, right? The first Lethal Weapon with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, where the two characters almost couldn't stand each other. That's what this is. They're going for in the very first part of this, or the first episode of this series. And I thought they nailed it. I thought it was really, really good between the two actors. Sean?
Yeah, I'm with you. I love the actor that plays Hal. I think he does a great job as Hal. The other actor that plays Jon Stewart, seen him in a few things. He does. I enjoyed those. I really like. Again, I as well enjoy the chemistry. There's not much to say without spoiling it because I'm sold. Let me just say that.
Dennis Kelly is taking off. Good to see you, brother. Hope you have a great night. Thanks for joining us. It was good to see you in the chat. It's been too long. Matt, it says meh. That looks like a dime a dozen. The Emma casting, I'm good with. To be fair, not my generation of X-Men, so more power to him. I feel you on that. I think everyone is universally happy with Samara, so we can all at least agree on that. All right, here we go.
Talking about me.
Everything feels like it's about to explode for no good reason.
I knew there was something about this place, and my gut is never wrong.
There's an interplanet.
So if you guys don't know, this is not really a spoiler, it's the plot of the show. There is a murder going on, and Hal is investigating this officially as a Green Lantern, and he's got a sense that there's something else going on than just people being murdered, and he is pointing in the direction of aliens. And there's actually a pretty fun scene at the end of the first episode that you guys would probably enjoy that's going forward. And if you've seen the previews for this show, you see they mention manhunters and all this kind of stuff. So I think they're going for a pretty cool direction. We're probably going to see at least Martian manhunters, if not Martian Manhunter himself. Sean, I think that's what we're speculating.
Manhunters, not Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, the Manhunters.
Oh, okay. So it's not Martian Manhunter?
No, Martian Manhunter is just the last of his species, alien shapeshifter, psychic guy. The Manhunters are like a group of Terminators from space that can although in this they make them able to turn into people. In the original, they're just like, one man never ending armies that like are like proto Green Lanterns that go out and just fuck everyone up.
Well, shit. I thought we were talking about the Martian Man. I thought we were talking about his race. Okay. Well, I gotta rethink all my thoughts on this then. All right. Well, that changes things. All right, here we go.
War criminal hiding here in Rushfield.
What does this thing want?
We don't know. These aliens are gonna waltz into town. They're gonna blow up. 4 aliens are dead, and yet you linger. I think you're hiding something on this property you don't want me to see. These weapons are too high-tech to be from around here.
One of the most dangerous beings to ever exist knows it has been found. You have 48 hours to identify the Manhunter. No reason for innocent lives to be lost.
Now, here's the thing about this show. It is way more grounded than I would like so far, but we do know from some of the previews that it's going to get more cosmic in nature, or at least we're going to see some more aspects of the cosmic universe with the Green Lanterns, but they are very much keeping this grounded. Like, this reminds me a lot of like a Yellowstone or what's some of the modern storytelling, like like Taylor Sheridan does. You know, Sean.
Mhm.
That's what it reminds. But it's good storytelling. Like the first 5 minutes of this episode, I was hooked.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, as long as they get to the I always felt like Green Lantern was like perfect for like Lethal Weapon in space, and I just never understood why like the Ryan Reynolds movie wasn't that. Like you had such an easy trilogy set up if you would have done Sinestro takes Hal as his partner, they fucking clash, you know, he gets good.
Right.
Sinestro turns by the end of the movie, gets imprisoned, Hal moves on, you know, and then like vice, you know, and you just expand it and then you introduce other lanterns. Like it's so set up like for such an easy layup for a universe. So as long as it gets to more and more of that, which I guess it will, because you know, seeing the trailers of the characters and stuff, but
yeah, it'll be interesting in what they're actually planning to do with the show. Again, like I'm going into this with an open mind. I like the Green Lanterns, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm an expert in Green Lanterns. Obviously, I didn't know the Manhunters were not Martian Manhunter. So I'm kind of going at it with just like, is it fun? Is it touching on some of the things I want to see? And if it's that, then I'm good with it. So far, so good. On this show, I have to say the first episode I was saying I really enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to the rest.
You're only going to get one shot at this. Do not miss. Do you know who I am?
Your guardian. You are the founder of the Lantern.
This is when most
See, that's what I thought with the shape shifting there. When I first saw the trailer and they say Manhunters, I was like, oh, they're bringing in Martian Manhunter. That's what I thought with this scene right here.
Yeah, they definitely take some big liberties. Like, here, let me see if I can pull up a pic of what they actually look like.
Okay, while you're looking for that, I want to say this actress right here, for being old, for some reason, I find her incredibly attractive. Sean?
Yeah, I'll give it there.
Because have you ever seen, I don't even know the movies that she's played in, but she's played roles before where she's like a very sexual, and she pulls it off as far as not being like a typical knockdown, drag out 10 or anything like that. Like she can play those roles really well. And she reminds me of like those cougars that you would find at the bar, you know, that really just want a piece of young meat. You know what I'm saying, Sean? Back in the day, back in our day. That's what she reminds me of. And I think every time I see her on screen kind of portraying that character, I'm just like, yeah, she does it for me. Is that Laura? Is that her name?
There you go.
Maybe.
Laura Lindley.
All right, let me bring this up for Matt. I'm gonna get a sense of what we're talking here.
That's the Manhunters.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, they're just, you know, they were like the Owens made them before the Green Lanterns were a thing, and they were like the failed, like they were too murderous and not reasonable enough, and they're just like these, you know, cold, unflinching legion of unstoppable robots that'll just grab you. Like they're like Space Judge Dredd Terminators.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, they'll grab you, they'll put you on trial, and then they'll deal with you, and there's really no convincing or talking otherwise.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Or that changes my opinion on a lot of things. I'll look forward to seeing what they're doing. I'm assuming they're probably going to design those characters a little bit different than that for this universe. Kayla just said, I feel like CW would have done a better job with the source material. CW, as much as I didn't like CW, they did do a fairly good job, I think. Source material. Sean, you watch more CW stuff than I did, didn't you?
Yeah, it's fine. It was coloring with crayons by numbers.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I really didn't like Supergirl on them, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm on record saying I didn't like any of them. I never watched a single one, but I knew people that liked him, including Sean, that were comic book fans, and everyone seemed to talk, you know, and I was just like, I don't know, like I was biased because of the budget. I'm like, I need to see these characters in bigger budgets. Like it bugged me that they're like the smaller budget stuff.
I like Green Arrow and I like Flash. I felt like they both outlived where they should have stopped.
They needed to stop like 4 to 5 years prior. I needed to finish them. Yeah.
Green Arrow was a victim of casting the right people in the wrong roles. And then it was like, that's not Black Canary. This is Black Canary. It's like, no, that's actually Black Canary. She looks like her, and she actually is a physical athlete who can do the moves. And it's like, nice. Fuck, we got to pivot then.
Yeah, I felt like my life wouldn't be complete if I didn't finish watching them. But that was a fucking false thought on my part.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then Flash had great actors and not a good enough budget, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wasn't really sold on the Flash actor. He always looked like he was about to cry and needed a hug.
Well, again, I think that's the budget issue. Is they had to have him like emulate a bunch of crap more than because they didn't have the effects at the level they should have. So instead of being able to show you, impact and velocity and stuff where it's affecting him, it's just him looking constipated. But I don't think
exactly.
I don't think it's his fault. I think it's like the shooting schedule and the lack of budget.
I think the one where they actually did hit the nail was Stargirl. That one was really good.
Yeah,
I'm watching you. Yeah, I have no idea what you guys are talking about, but the '90s Flash says KO Joe. Yeah, I saw that he reprised his role, or he was played the older Flash, or something. I can't remember. The '90s Flash, I remember that when I was a kid.
He's a nice guy.
Actor.
Yeah, I've done shows where he was at, and he was a few tables down from me, and he'd come up every morning, shake my hand, shake our hands, whatever, and just say hi, and then he'd be like, "Have a safe trip home," or "Have a safe flight." I'm like 20 minutes up the Parkway, but thanks, boss. Really nice guy. Really nice guy.
Yeah, that was a fun show. I enjoyed that.
Yeah. Cool suit. Cool suit.
The original the original TV movie that was the premiere for the series or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That suit was actually pretty badass in the what was that, late 80s?
No,
early 90s, like 90s.
It was early 90s?
Yeah,
okay.
91, 90.
I knew it blended.
Sorry.
I knew it blended right around the time that not too long after Batman came out, and that was 89 when Batman came out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. Early 90s.
Yeah, man, that suits the reason that show didn't continue. They spent too much money on it, and in order to do it, he had to be cut out of it every time they filmed.
Yeah.
So they had to keep recasting the suit, and it just cost an astronomical amount of money for that time period.
Oh, I can imagine.
And so that's why it only got as few episodes as it did. Which is why I'm happy he came back in the new one. It was kind of you were a great cast. It was a great show.
Played a really good Jake Garrett.
Yeah.
Sheldon said the Flash Gordon guy did that too. He shook everyone's hand and introduced himself to everyone that had a table at the con I seen him at. Very cool.
Nice.
Very cool. All right, let's check this
Greatest
out.
Jets player ever?
The who?
Flash Gordon.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's finish this out.
What do you think of Hal Jordan?
I don't think about him.
He says that you are too weak to bear the massive power of the ring.
The Guardian said you broke a vow.
It's above your pay grade, Junior.
I like how he keeps calling him Junior in this series. All right, so there's the Guy Gardner. I'm wondering when he's going to come into the series because I've seen him. I'm not going to give spoilers, but I'm not going to give spoilers, but yeah, this makes sense. So this is probably kind of what you and I were talking about, Sean, when they start investigating something that happens at the end of the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably make his appearance. I still hate this costume, though. I mean, come on. Give me the freaking, I said this on the last episode, me and Sean are like, give me the leather jacket and jean wearing Guy Gardner from the 90s with the yellow ring. That's what I wanted to see.
Give me Warrior all day, every day.
Warrior. Yeah.
Guy Warrior would have been cool, too. Yeah.
No, they need to give him the haircut Ethan design, man. Not the stupid fucking bowl cut. They need to give him the high and tight.
Yeah, he looks like the guy from what's his name? Fucking from Mad TV. Yeah, Stewart. Stop!
Look what I can
do.
Yeah, Ethan's design was cool too. But I mean, even if you went back and did a version of the 90s, this isn't even the version of the 90s. He doesn't have a shaved head on the sides with the bowl cut. That was at least kind of, you could have got away with that punk style look. This is just a straight penis cut. That's all that is. They did him dirty. That's all.
Yeah.
Jordan, he was in jail too. After the shit show the twig you put on. I was trying to figure out if I can trust him.
You already know the answer.
Oh, let's go back here. So where is he at? We're looking at, I don't know where this would be. So this is some of the cosmic aspect of what
I
we're
think
going
that's
to
going to
see.
be the Manhunter ship.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Let me get this skull right here. I don't know. I'm assuming this chick, they cast her pretty well. I'm assuming that she's probably one of these aliens that we were seeing throughout the first episode There's something major going on, obviously, with the plot of these aliens that are yeah, obviously there's something major going on of the plot. But these aliens that are on Earth, whatever they're there for, I have to imagine that she's probably, I'm assuming, the leader.
Would you be comfortable replacing Hal Jordan?
It doesn't matter if I'm comfortable with it.
Or maybe not. Maybe she's part of the government program that's training these or handpicking these lanterns. I don't know. A lot of things to get into this series about.
Killing a lantern would trigger a large response.
I don't need a sidekick. The only way you're gonna get this ring?
That's cool.
My dead fucking body.
Jordan's actions have accelerated the inevitable.
Oh, there's Sinestro.
Yeah, that actor's great, man. If you go watch Banshee, he is so good.
Yeah, he's a good actor. Yeah. A little, I mean, probably a little older than I would have cast him. Maybe I would have cast maybe a little bit more posing, figure as far as like body or whatever. But the actor, at least, and that's the thing about this show. Like, it's got good actors in the show, and the acting, in my opinion, is actually pretty good.
Who did he play in Banshee?
Oh, he played the main villain. He played the Latter-day Saints.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Right.
he was the main villain of the whole series. Such a good character.
Sheldon
This
says,
show was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great show.
Green Lantern swore. Yeah, there's a ton of
Fucking
swearing. There's a ton of swearing in this show. Like, this is a straight an adult show. I'll say lots of bad language. They drop the F-bomb all over the place. Kind of reminds me of like the Titans. You know,
Yes.
where they're just like, we're gonna just say fuck every single time we get a chance to. Yeah.
There's more going on here than you realize.
The best thing you can do for all of us is just go.
If you want this job,
I'm gonna have to move you off the game board.
You think they're gonna let you keep the ring?
you're gonna go and get it.
Okay. It's got the lantern there.
And that looks dumb.
Yeah, it's not my favorite design.
I definitely don't like that.
It looks like a hookah.
The ring designs too, I'm not a big fan of in this show. Like, they're a little bit too big and bulky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought they could have made them a little bit sleeker, I guess. I don't even know if that's the right word to use.
Yeah,
These
I
are
wish
nitpicking though.
I wish that they wouldn't have in this trailer, and I guess maybe it's meant to build more tension, but I really wish, like, if you want the audience to like Jon Stewart, I really wish that like every scene of him isn't him just like demeaning Hal Jordan and like coveting something he has.
Yeah.
I don't think about him. He's like holding his costume up in the dark, like looking at it. Like,
there's got to be some. Okay, so for anybody that's seen the first episode, there's got to be something that happens. I'll just say there's a time jump at some point in the episode. There's got to be something that happens within those years that really puts a wedge between the two characters, because even early on in the show, there is this kind of somewhat of respect that Jon Stewart has for Hal Jordan, even though Hal Jordan pretty much treats him like a dick. You can tell that Jon Stewart respects him. They kind of even set it up that Jon Stewart was a kid when Hal Jordan first became Green Lantern, and it was something he kind of looked up to and all this kind of stuff. So there must be something that happens between the two characters that kind of pushes that direction. Because am I right in that, Sean? Like, there's scenes where it kind of shows that even though he's dealing with this hard ass teacher that's supposed to be training him, that's not really training him, he seems to have some respect for him in the first episode.
Even said so himself.
There you go. All right. So, but we'll see what happens when that jumps into. But you're right, Matt. I mean, there's definitely something between the two characters that is. I mean, you see him fighting in this trailer. They obviously have a knockdown, drag out fight at some point. But I think that it's going to be one of those storylines where he'll probably, through all of this, grow to respect and be very close and like Hal Jordan at some point before it's all said and done. I could be wrong, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it comes across to me like, I guess, just like being in this field.
Right.
Where I worked with these people behind the scenes. I know the conversations. I know how they talk, and there's like how how do I put it, man? I'm freaking falling. There's like I know that their view is like they need to stroke and like play off racial tension, and I know that's what they're doing. Going for. And the guy who's responsible for show running this, every franchise he touches, he does that with.
Well, that would make sense. I will say, pleasantly surprised in the first episode, they don't really touch on the racial aspect of it too much. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go that direction at some point. Because go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. It's been drinking a little much, man.
No, you're good, man.
Drink a little more.
Yeah, it's launch day, of course.
Yeah. But no, there's like I wonder if that was his intent, or if like the studio stepped in on some level to like course correct it a little bit. But I feel like every trailer, every media piece I see is nothing but that. Where it's like, you know, he's an afterthought on the future, you know,
right? Yeah,
you know, and it's just like, all right, like I get it. Enough of the propaganda. Like, it looks good. I'm still gonna watch it as long as they don't, you know, butcher stuff. It should be fun.
Yeah, let me see what else we got in here real quick. I think that was it. Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, it's a good show. I enjoyed it so far, and I think that. So the plot of the show is basically like he has already been chosen to be the next Green Lantern, and he's supposed to be being trained to take over Hal's job, but he's got to wait till Hal dies. And so I think that's kind of why it's one of those. It's time for you to step aside, you know, because he's already been basically chosen as the next Lantern, right? The Ring didn't choose him. A government agency chose him, which is the plot. Yeah, exactly. The plot of the show is that it's not the Ring that's choosing them, which is why also Hal Jordan has an issue with how this is all going down. He's basically forced to train this new Lantern. So it's an interesting dynamic between the two characters, and I think it would definitely be more like a Lethal Weapon, where they will eventually grow to have a close relationship or something. And I could be wrong, but I think that's what we're aiming towards at the end. So far, so good. I think I gave the first episode 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope so, because like you know, like if you go back to Rebirth, which like Ethan did, I wasn't a big fan of Green Lantern before that. Like my aunt, who got me into comics, has every Green Lantern issue ever, including the first one.
Wow,
nice.
That's awesome.
And like, so I would read them all, but like when Rebirth happened and Hal Jordan's like pretty much, you know, dead, and he's like attached to the Spectre, and he's pretty much like he can't live life, and he has to do what the spirit wants, and people think he might be responsible for horrible things going on. There's like scenes with John Stewart, because they like all the lanterns are coming together, and it all turns out to be a Sinestro plot, where like Batman doesn't trust, you know, Hal Jordan, and he thinks he's like adamant he's responsible for all the pain and all the suffering that's going on in the book. And John Stewart's like, no, you don't get it. Like, that's not Hal Jordan. Hal Jordan could save the damn planet with a pack of matches.
Right.
Like, he's like, you know, he's my best friend, you know, and, you know, I understand it's easy to write him off, but he's pulled my ass out of the fire more times than I can count. And I'm like, they need to get to that point. That needs to happen. It can't just be antagonistic the whole time.
and that's what I'm hoping that they will get to. And they might spend the entire season getting there, but I think that's what they will get to eventually, is that aspect of stuff. All right, we're gonna do a last subject and we're gonna wrap this up. We got a lot of people streaming tonight, doing a lot of stuff. I do appreciate the people that are in the chat tonight, hanging out with us and watching. We got a ton of people over on X, but those numbers can be fudged. But the numbers I like to look at are YouTube, and these are lesser than we usually have. But again, lots of competition, so I think we're not gonna stretch this out too much longer. But we did want to cover this. So Louise Simonson reveals the real origin of cable. This was something that Sean actually told me about.
Triggered.
I had to look into it. Now, if you guys know, just so you don't know, or in case you don't know, if you're watching this live or you're watching on repeat or whatever, we are big fans of Rob Liefeld on the show.
That's my guy.
We're you know, Sean's known him for a long time. I've been a fan of his for a long time. So we tend to be defenders of the realm when it comes to Rob Liefeld. So we're going to jump into this and we're going to see exactly what is being talked about here. So this says, story of how the story of how Cable came to be is apparently a little different depending on which creator you ask. So the whole thing about this, Sean, and you fill me in if I'm misunderstanding this, is that did Louise Simonson come out and just give a different narrative of what Rob has been saying about the creation of Cable? Is that what we're dealing with? Go ahead and take this. This is your subject. Go ahead.
He's giving the point of view of what the writer, as Rob calls him, but Fabian Nicieza, proclaimed that it was Jim Lee and Bob Harris that was the mandate. And I've never heard that in the almost 40 years of that character being brought about. Like, I know they wanted a character named Commander X, but not from the notepad of Jim Lee. And then when Rob came with a bunch of ideas for characters and Cable was one of them, he fought for it to be Cable or nothing else. And they love the idea, they love the name, they love Rob's concept for it, and that's what we have now. But we have Josh Brolin as Cable in Deadpool 2. And we have all the awesome toys of Cable in the great comic books that have spewed from because of Rob's mind. Not because of anything else. This is total bullshit, hearsay. And you know what? Can I bring it back to 2024 when I had my hashtag fuck writers? Fuck writers. You guys want to take claim for all the ideas?
Love you.
Except for Matt.
What? I draw, bro. What are you talking
I'm sorry.
about?
All right, Matt's with us. Matt's with us.
Art. Yeah. Fuck
That's
yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. That's right.
Very cool.
You're a writer.
There you go. Yeah.
I started writing, like, I started drawing to bring life to the stuff in my head. You know?
There you go. That's why we like you.
Yeah, that's why we like you. That's right.
And I've never
writers. Let's go.
I never heard Jim Lee spute this. It's never been an issue. Fabio just likes to be current and likes to be associated with things. And look, there's a lot of shit I can say about the guy. First-hand experience, but I'm not. I just think it's dumb, and people are recounting an issue that was not there, a narrative that never happened. It's plain as plain to see. It's Rob's documented it. Marvel's documented it. So I think this is all bullshit, and maybe people have Alzheimer's.
Well, it could be Alzheimer's for sure. I think when it says a quote here says at Terrificon Uncanny X panel, Louise Simonson shared her vision. Oh, that was where Kayla was at. This is where Kayla was all like, Louise Simonson, so hot right now, so hot. I'm just like,
we don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Show me Jeff Loeb.
That's right. Shared her vision of the character's creation, explaining that the New Mutants needed an adult leader, but she didn't want another Professor Xavier type. I wanted the guy who came from the future, who sees the terrible things happen, so he decides that these kids have to be tough. Simonson initially used Commander X as a placeholder for the name. Then Rob Liefeld submitted a batch of 8 character designs. We looked at all the characters that we liked the look of the character that he had called Cable with the big guns and stuff. It just seemed appropriate for a military kind of guy. According to Simonson, Liefeld specifically asked that the character be called Cable, and the name stuck. The more complicated part came later when Simonson left the New Mutants. Cable was established as Cyclops and Jean Grey's son. Nathan Summers grew up in the future. So this was the thing. The whole thing about ownership and stuff. Back in the day with Marvel, they used the Marvel method, right? So you had plot was basically given to artists. Artists had a little bit of a free reign to create character designs based off of loose ideas that a writer might come up with. And then the character would get dual ownership by the writer and by the artist, depending on the first issue that character showed up in.
Yes.
So these are different points. So this is different points of view from this storyline. We all know that Rob created Cable. In saying that, he created the look of Cable. He created the name of Cable. And these the backstory of Cable. These were things that he brought to Marvel. Now, just because writers sit and say like, hey, I think we can use this character, we can fit him in with a story, and maybe we tweak things here or there, does not take the ownership of the character away from Rob Liefeld in the long run, right? It allows all these other people to put their hands in the pot, right? So when all of a sudden, there's a clip I want to show where someone's trying to do an own of Rob, because a lot of people hate Rob, and so they want to try to use this as some kind of gotcha with the dude. That there's a panel that he's with Jeff Loeb talking about Cable, and he talks about this story here, like Michael Pritchard is saying, just ask Jim Lee. where they're talking about in the X-Men book, Jim Lee, and I think probably Claremont, maybe whoever it was, made the decision that Cable was going to be Nathan Summers and be the son of Scott and Jean.
Yep.
That was never in the plans for the original Cable, who was supposed to be a future version of Cannonball, right? Yep. So Rob's talking about all this stuff, and he admits, he's like, it's like, so that's not my character. What he's saying is that wasn't the character that he brought to Marvel. Not that he didn't create Cable. People have to read between the lines, and most people are too retarded to do that, to be honest with you. And they just want to go with some kind of narrative. Go ahead.
No, it's him, like, it's just him lamenting over the fact that, the layout that he had for that character's story wasn't the one they chose to go with. But
exactly.
It still wouldn't have happened without him. It still wouldn't have been, like, none of that shit would have happened. And honestly, like, my whole life, I've gone through when it's come to working on, whether it's movies or things, just in general, where, you could be the person who comes up with everything, but someone else is the one who makes a decision about something.
Right.
And, like, you'll be sitting there talking to them and they'll take credit for what you did. You'll just be like, yeah, no, that was me. It's not you. You didn't come up with that. I came up with that. That was my look. I built that. Like, you just were the person who said, oh yeah, we can use it. Like, it happens, man. It sucks.
Hail, Christian. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Holla. If you take a look at the Infinite that Rob and Kirkman did back in 2011, it's kind of like him doing what he wanted to do with Cable with that storyline.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So there was, let me bring this down so I can bring up the other one. Rob went out and just does what Rob does. Look, Rob is older now. He doesn't give any fucks. He suffers no fools. This is just where he's at, and he has no problem speaking his mind. He doesn't care who he offends nowadays. And so he's going out and setting the record straight on a lot of this stuff. Because if you ever listen to Rob's podcast, he is constantly telling you about comic book history, his history, and laying it out there as far as the facts of what he considers to be true. And he's actually pretty damn open and honest to be like, if you know Rob, then you know that he created the character Cable. He created the name. He created the backstory. He gave it to Marvel and allowed it to be this new leader for X-Force. In fact, the thing I see left out of there with Louise Simonson saying is that she just basically said it was her idea that had nothing to do with Rob. And I'm pretty sure Rob on many occasions has said that he had an idea to bring a leader to the New Mutants. He was the one that redefined New Mutants in general. You know what this is? And no shade to Louise Simonson, and pioneer, female writer, editor, all that kind of stuff. All that good for you. This sounds like a bunch of sour grapes years and years later.
What is it with her in controversy, man? I feel like she's always wrapped up in some shit. She had the shit with Ethan like a year or two ago, maybe longer at this point. I feel like she's just kind of making the rounds. For someone for someone whose husband is so loved and has so many good, I've never heard anyone say a bad thing about him. And then it's like, I just feel like every time I hear about Louise Simonson now, it's just like, like shitting on someone's parade, man.
You know what it is? It goes back to the jaded ex-girlfriend, except they weren't dating. It's the fact that she was writing the book. Rob came on. He was the new hot thing. Bob Harris gave him the opportunity to go on to New Mutants, revitalize it, because New Mutants was on the verge of cancellation. Yep. It was not a very well-read book. And so they gave the young hotshot a lot of room to kind of get his ideas, plots, and going in there, and eventually booted her off of the book. And I guarantee you there is some animosity that is still held to this day, to the point where you can go out on a panel and just say what you're going to say, knowing that that's going to start a firestorm. And knowing that the people of today, the internet, social media people of today are going to take that and run with it. And now the narrative's out there and all these stories are being made. And I think it was a bunch of BS that is, I think she did this on purpose, Sean. That's what I think.
Probably a petty patty.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I can see just how Rob Liefeld is now, but imagine young Rob Liefeld back then. You're working on a book, and this new kid comes in, and he just freaking you're fighting every freaking month to keep this book going, and then all of a sudden this kid comes and all his ideas are gold and all his designs are great. And, that's
well. It's also because a lot of people hate Rob, so everyone's trying to take an opportunity to cut him down as much as they can. So when you rewrite history a little bit and put the narrative out there, like, oh, Rob really didn't create Cable, or Rob really didn't do, wasn't really responsible for Deadpool and all these things, which is his biggest claims to fame, right? Yeah. People are attacking those two characters because they are trying to chop Rob down, even to this day in his late 50s. And so I look at that as this being exactly that. So let me
it's the same thing as social media. It's like you put it out there, it means it's right. Like facts, like feelings are facts.
Exactly.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
You don't have to have real evidence anymore. You just put an opinion on social media, and because somebody said it, everybody else is just gonna be like, "Yep, it's true. It's true. I read it. That person said it." No fact checking, no real evidence or anything that gets presented. It's just whatever you want to believe. People are just looking for things to believe.
Yeah, my only thing with Rob, right? My only thing with Rob is that for a guy who's so outspoken and doesn't give a shit about anyone, I still don't know why he hasn't had John Malin on. Because he brings him up on his podcast and stuff all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Positively, but yet, every time I speak to John about it, he seems to act like, they're not on talking terms.
Yeah, well, it's I wish that would be a little bit different. But Rob, who knows? Rob's Rob, right? Right,
yeah.
Sean?
Yep. And we love him for it.
Bretsky the Great says it's similar to Roy Thomas now taking credit for creating Wolverine. He was an editor when the Wolverine character was created, so he's now a creator of Wolverine. There was this thing, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Sean, that back in the day that you got partial owner of a character if you were working on the book of the character's first appearance. So whether or not
if you're a writer, if the writer did not create it but you worked on it, you get royalties. You get split royalties. So she's credited as co-creating Cable because she was in print. Same thing with Fabian for Deadpool. And, I bet that put their kids through colleges and had some really fun vacations from all the royalties that those two characters had going for them. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I wish Rob would, make some cartoons. Like, he'd sign, a freaking Amazon Prime deal or some shit, like the other Rob did. And get some of his properties out there, in cartoon form for a new generation.
That'd be cool.
He's working on it. That's for certain. He's always taking pictures and always having meetings. It's just, what's the right one for him to have?
And I gotta imagine he's probably pretty choosy, which he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, Kirkman with Invincible and stuff with Prime, they pretty much, he gets full sign off of everything. And I mean, and Rob's stuff was way more popular in its prime than Invincible was in its prime. As someone who read every issue of Invincible as it was coming out, I mean,
hands down.
Dude, being able to go back and maybe even through a cartoon, fix the issues with some of his stuff in a way that works better now that he might not have known back then, and put that stuff out, man. I don't know. I was rewatching because Prime has them. They had the Malibu, what's that? Ultra Force.
Yeah, man, that's everywhere. I love that show.
Wildcats and just how bad their animation was.
Wildcats.
And just watching that, and then I watch Invincible and some of this other stuff, and I'm like, dude, just give him just take some of those properties, man, and get them out there. You'll re-stimulate comics. You'll make this stuff known to a new generation.
Sure, they also have to find an aesthetic that fits to it, because with Invincible, it looks like Corey Walker and Ryan Otley's art because it's not that detailed.
Yeah.
But if we're going Rob Liefeld aesthetic, that's balls to the wall detailed, he's got to find the proper animation models, who works the best.
You got to do some Madhouse kind of anime, but westernize the faces like we keep talking about. You need that detailed muscle structure and anatomy, bigger over exaggerated forms and all that kind of stuff. That's the stuff you need.
You just get that studio that did Castlevania.
Castlevania. The second one I liked a lot. That was really good.
I liked all the seasons of it, man.
Yeah.
And Nocturne, the first one, new one. Yeah, man. They're so freaking impactful and fluid with their animations, and I'm they'd be perfect for it.
Yeah.
Christian Zaffo says Walt was one of my professors. Great guy. I don't know much about his wife. And Sheldon also says Liefeld brings up Art T-Bear on his podcast a lot as well. Brought up Shelby a few times. He's brought up Sean before.
Yeah, I'm the shit.
He gives a lot of shout outs to the guys that he's known on the people he worked with, the people on the message boards. You know, that's what I like about Sean or about Rob. That's what I like about Rob.
I quit.
Yeah.
Take the plunge. Come over to Comics Gate. Let's go, Rob.
So here's this clip people are trying to share around to kind of dunk on Rob to do this like gotcha, but it really doesn't make it. People don't know what gotchas are anymore because they're idiots. So here we go.
And how much time should you come up with grand ideas? Cable was always supposed to be Sam Guthrie from the future to come back and train himself to lead the war that's coming. And Bob Harris called me one day and said, "Oh, he's Scott and Gene's kid." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's done. It's actually in Jim's issue. We established it." I'm like, "What?" So you go, "Okay, not my character. Can't do anything about it." But I came real close. There's that when Hannibal gets killed.
So when he says not my character, can't do anything about it, he's saying it because once you hand that character to Marvel, it's Marvel's character.
Yeah.
It's not your character anymore. So you can say, like, I created this character, his name, his backstory, I have an idea for what I want him to become, and then you hand it over to Marvel, it's their character now. They can do what they want with it. They can change the story up, they can do whatever they want. So it's what he's saying is not that he didn't create Cable. I'm not going to play the rest of it, but that was the point what I want to point out. He's not saying he didn't create Cable. He's saying that it was not his character because Marvel had ownership of it, so they could do whatever they wanted, which was making him the son of Scott and Jean instead of Sam Guthrie from the future. That's all that was. So
did anyone talk to Jeff Loeb and ask him why the fuck Batman Hush 2 sucks so much?
We actually were going to see, we love Jeff Loeb, but I was going to ask, I was saying this as a joke, but I was like, tell Kayla when she was at Terrificon, I was like, go up to Jeff Loeb and then ask a question for me and just be like, hey, why'd you drop the ball so much in Hush 2? Like, what's the deal going on here?
Yeah, man, I don't get it. Like, for someone who's had, and I get it, like Batman Hush 1, even though it was like, selling like hotcakes and was incredible when it came out.
Oh, yeah.
But like all his Batman arc runs were so good, all his Tim Sale stuff, Long Halloween, Dark Victory, the Catwoman where she goes to Rome, all that crap. So well done, Batman Hush. And then I'm like, I don't understand why this is so. I get it, it's not done yet, but it definitely doesn't read well.
We were so damn excited about Hush 2 when it was announced because both Sean and I just love Hush, the first series, the first run. The storytelling in it, the art, obviously everything together was amazing. And so I put a lot of high expectations on it because I was like, oh, we're getting the band back together. The band's coming back together and we're going to start, it's going to be the epic, conclusion or whatever. And it's just, I don't know. I do not know what Jeff is doing with the storytelling. From the very first issue, because we reviewed this live, the very first issue we watched or read, Sean didn't like it all. I was just like, okay, it's not my favorite, but I feel like I have an idea where they're going, and I can still see it in my head. But the pacing was off. The story itself kind of doesn't make sense in a lot of ways as you're reading it. Like Batman's doing things that are very uncharacteristic of Batman. The Bat family is acting weird as well. Like it just, I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking with this story. I think it had great potential, and maybe he wraps it up good in the end when it's actually done. But whatever the story he's trying to get across and however he's writing it, it did not work.
Yeah, man. For the guy who kind of was like the biggest perpetuator of the Selina Kyle Batman relationship and taking it up, like I was kind of like, oh, let's see what he does now that they're in this weird like fucking marriage thing, and and then with all these other characters, and plus Hush is like my favorite. Heart of Hush is one of my favorite Batman stories ever, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I reading?
Yeah, we both felt the same way. It was not. I'm still reading it. Whenever it comes out, I'm gonna pick it up, but every time I read it, it's the same feeling after I get done where I'm just like, nothing has improved to the point where I'm excited about this book.
Sorry.
I was just saying, even the art to me is lackluster. Like everything in general is just falling flat with Hush 2, and it's very disappointing. I don't understand.
Should be called Shush.
Shush.
Well, I almost feel that it's like maybe Jim Lee just had a bunch of artwork laying around that he never used for stuff, and he like was like make a story out of this.
I mean,
Like,
I think a lot of this. I think a lot of this stuff is brand new art. I just think Jim has changed his style a little bit. Went through some health issues, I guess, with some pre-diabetes stuff or whatever. I don't know. But there's stuff that has happened that is just the colors aren't even good. I said this before.
Suck.
Alex Sinclair, fantastic colorist. Jim Lee is a great artist. Scott Williams is a great inker. Jeff Loeb is a great writer. All these guys on a project together should be gold, like it was in the past. And you look at every aspect of the book, from the writing on down, and you throw colors and inks into that as well, and you can pick out things that are bad all across the board. The color palette I do not like in that. There's some weird texture stuff that Alex Sinclair is using that I think just throws me off visually with my eyes. Jim Lee is drawing in a different way. Even the paneling and storytelling is not vintage Jim Lee. It feels in some ways a lot of times stiff, where Jim is very dynamic.
Yep.
And then the line work when it comes to Scott Williams inks suffer for some reason. Who knows? But it's just all around has been all around has been very disappointing. That's for sure. I agree with you on that. All right, let's end it all. Let's end the show on some funny stuff. I saw this video and I was like, this is the job I want, Sean, and maybe you want this as well. I don't know what's going on in this. But just take a look.
Yes.
Fuck that kid.
Exactly. Oh.
Give me a dick.
I love that,
man.
I want this
wrench.
I want this job. Yeah, awesome. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I cracked up. I've watched this video probably 100 times, and every single time it makes me laugh, because I'm just like, I could imagine just being there, just blasting these kids. And, you're not doing it trying to hurt them or whatever, but just it's fun to take a giant ball and just blast these young kids as they're running by. It's, I don't know. Let's do it. Sign me up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Weaklings ruined that shit, man. I used to love dodgeball and stuff.
Oh, it was such a good game.
They banned it in New Jersey when I was in high school, man. They like my senior year.
When was that?
Oh God, like 2000.
Oh, so I'm older. Okay.
Yeah, like
I graduated in '99, and I'm from Jersey. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, like early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's as far as I know, it's been banned in a lot of places. I don't think they can do that around here either. And that's one of the staples of games for youth back in the day. Just get a bunch of kids on each side throwing balls at each other, blasting each other in the face.
Wall ball. Did you guys ever play wall ball?
I fucking love wall ball.
I don't ever think I played that one. What was it? Was it basically dodgeball or what?
No. You throw a ball at the wall, and then you catch it. If you miss it, you get pegged by somebody else with either a tennis ball or those blue rubber balls.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Airmail.
That's the meme where the dude is slapping everyone at the barbecue. Yeah, you seen that commercial where that dude is at the barbecue and he just starts slapping everybody, including kids. It's like a beer commercial, I think, or whatever. And he just goes around and just starts. All right, I gotta see if I can find that real quick on YouTube. Let me see. Dude slaps people at barbecue. BBQ commercial. See if I can find this. Okay. Yeah, here it is. All right. Stop it. Let me pause. Oh yeah. We'll end the show with pretty funny. This for you. Thanks for bringing that up. Who brought that up? Christian? Yeah. This is funny. I forgot about this commercial. If you guys haven't seen this.
Do you get monetized on X?
Yes, you can.
No, I mean, did you?
Did I? I don't even know if I applied for it.
Yeah, man. You got like 138 people watching.
Yeah, well, I should. I gotta look into it. I think I've just never really looked into it. I saw Ethan talking about it the other day, and he got some kind of cash for some of his stuff, and I should look into it because I think I can. I've got a Premiere account. I don't know what it takes to get monetized, but All right, here's this commercial. It's absolutely hilarious. Here we go.
From the makers of one of the most successful dramas in recent history comes the follow-up series, The Slap, Part 2.
You know what? They'd already started repairs, so we couldn't even take it anywhere else.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, this might just be a skit. I can't remember.
The way they do that. Tell me about it. 2.5 grand later, and then... Hey, what's going on?
It's mine, Daddy. Noah keeps taking away from me.
This is exactly how I would act as a dad. I'm just letting you know.
Noah, give it back.
No.
Noah, give it back.
No.
I said give it back now. Noah!
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry, you can't just...
Larry! Oh, you're right.
Larry!
He's just...
Yeah. Yeah, Max Landis did these, if I remember correctly.
Right. What's going on here?
Oh, sir, I'm arrested. Oh.
Oh, it's so good.
The Slap, Part 2, coming soon to Fox.
That's good. Yeah, that was funny. All right, everybody. Actually, let me bring up the Back Me Bro. Let's see where we're looking on the pinup book right before we get out of here. Let's see, where is that? Back Me. There we go. All right, guys, if you haven't yet, go over to Back Me Bro. Follow the link. It's in the chat. And back the preview book. Let's get up here. Or not preview book. The pinup book. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let's fucking
go.
Hell yeah, guys.
Let's go. Over 4K. Definitely
You're never
check
going
this
to
out.
see this before, man. You're never going to see this many kick-ass artists in one freaking book at one time, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look at all these names. I said it before. You got Ethan, Shane, John, Billy, Andy, Graham, me, Sean, Chris, EJ, Dan, Peter, Anthony Gonzalez, and then forward by Mike Barron. It's all awesome, fun pinups. Some are sexy ladies. Some are just whatever. But you guys are definitely going to check it out. Make sure you're grabbing that sketchbook. If you do, come to the table. I'm going to be at table A13. Sean's going to be A12. We're going to have our tables kind of together with the Superior Press Company. You come over to the tables. We'll do some
sketches for you.
Yeah. If you get the sketch cover, come over and see us, and then we'll do a sketch. Absolutely. So hit that up, everybody. Make sure you're promoting it, sharing it out. Let people know that this is live and ready to back. And let's get this thing going. Go check out and back Reaper Destroyer issue 2 on SuperiorPressComics.com and Indiegogo. I was in Cynic's chat earlier, and they were talking about just crowdfunding in general being down, and somebody sent a super chat specifically talking about me, which I thought was kind of funny. But they're like, Joe Sonntag raised over $75,000 in Reaper Destroyer 1 and has only raised over $2,000 on the second issue. And I had to correct him. I was like, although you're right, numbers are quite down from the first issue. We are actually just under $10,000 altogether on the two different platforms. So I think I just have to put it out there. It's not just 2,000, everybody. We're just under 10K.
Yeah,
definitely lower than the first crowdfunding campaign. It is what it is, you know. But go back that SuperiorPressComics.com and Indiegogo Reaper Destroyer issue 2. Until then, everybody.
I'll bring up the IGG. My IG real quick.
Yeah. Good point.
So we stated, I stated at the beginning of the show, just got the letters back from the letterer. We're going to be going over any course corrections for Type 1 within this week, so we can hopefully get the book out and in people's hands before the Fans Fest. Follow me on Instagram. I uploaded the first 15 pages from the preview book in black and white, lettered from the first preview book we did. Give me a follow, share this out. Don't be a bum. Follow Type 1, and you'll get an introduction to the world that I am creating with Type 1 and all the awesomeness that is coming from it. Drawn by me, written by me, colors by Dan Kemp, letters by Dexter Weeks, edits by Mark Polton and Kayla Thornton, and Joe's mama did the proofreading. Right. So it's a big family event. So go follow me there on Instagram at Sean Ahrendt. Thank you so much.
Go grab it. We'll be back next Thursday at 10:30 p.m. for another episode of The Grift, and right back here next Sunday at 10:30 for the Ronin Joe Show. I will also be on Hard Art on Wednesdays on John Mayall and Shane Davis channel, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. Great show. Check that out. Hit the like button, subscribe, consider becoming a member of this channel, everybody. Anybody that is a member gets exclusive behind-the-scenes looks at the making of Reaper Destroyer and other projects I have going on at Superior Press as well. Until then, everyone, go find... I mean, there's a lot of people streaming, so I'm sure you can jump in the chat. Let them know that Ronin Joe sent you today. And thank you so much for joining us. Matt, thank you for jumping on. Always good to have you here.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the chat. And I'll say this as I always do, guys. Be good to each other. Take care of one another. And as always, picture me naked. Talk to y'all later. Peace.